Hello everybody. Look, I dyed my hair blue recently. Here's the thing about that fact. I have dyed my hair blue many times. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. But this is the first time I've actually dyed my hair blue and had blue hair. Most of the time when I do it, it's swamp green, sea green, or turquoise, sorta in between colours. And since I am currently fighting the urge to be completely enveloped in the brain rot of thinking about Arcane Season 2, my brain went, I could do like a closet cosplay of Caitlyn Kiramman with this hair. And so now here we are doing a closet cosplay of Caitlyn Kiramman. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. It might be shit, who knows? So let's start with outfit first. This is what I've gone with. I don't know if it's her vibe at all, but it's what I have. Caitlyn pretty much has like 2 outfits in the whole of Arcane, her enforcer uniform and the like purple and brown one. And so it's hard to like get a vibe for like, well, what would she wear when we see her in 2 things, and one is a work uniform. Both of those looks are iconic and they slay. But it's hard to kind of replicate a steampunk, very tailored fit outfit out of clothes that I just happen to have. So this is what we're going with. But pretty much with my hair, I'm just gonna try and wet it and straighten it and then also adjust my part. She has a very deep side part. Hair is out of the way. I act like this is some kind of revolutionary cosplay, but the fact of the matter is I have done this before, dyed my hair a certain color and went, you know what anime character this would look like? When I dyed my hair green, purposefully, I did a femme version of Joe from Skate the Infinity. Have I planned out how I'm gonna do the makeup? Yeah, totally. We're so professional here. I don't totally have a YouTube video up of a scene pack of her face. Arcane makeup. Complicated stuff. Some people are able to just do it so perfectly and literally look like they're an animated character, but they're a 3D person. What I do is my best. I cosplay Jinx for people who are new here. I think I've done my Jinx makeup pretty good sometimes, I would like to say. There's so much like contouring details, and I think the reason my Jinx makeup is pretty good these days is because like I've practiced. I'm just gonna go straight in and do the base while I talk, and then we will come up with a game plan. I would actually look, what color are her eyebrows? Her eyebrows are not blue. They are basically black from the look of it. Well, that is easier to do than blue, so I won't complain. One thing I've learnt with makeup in recent years, am I recording? Yes, I am. I got paranoid for a second. One thing I have learnt with makeup in recent years is that putting concealer on first, then foundation makes everything better. I don't know the science, I just know that's what it does. Pretty much every cosplay thing I do starts with the same 2 steps. Put on concealer, put on foundation, put more concealer if needed. I forgot to blend the concealer on my forehead. And then powder, and then whatever else the character requires. So we're just quickly gonna do the foundation and concealer step. I am hyped for Arcane Season 2, but I'm not letting myself be too hyped until I finish this competition, because I know the second I'm done with this, I want to do a very big project of a CMV based on Arcane. And I'm not letting myself think about it, because otherwise I will fixate on that and not the project I'm actually supposed to be fixating on. So my concealer has been running out, I swear, for like a year, but it somehow keeps on going. The next step is eyebrows, which I really gotta look at this reference picture. She has surprisingly thick eyebrows. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make this up as I go along. People who whack out a glue stick for cosplay, I envy how much... Sorry, I have to stop and think. I envy how much motivation you have. Like, some things obviously do need it for the cosplay, but like, if you're just like, a lot of anime characters, their eyebrows are straight lines. Mine have an arch because they're my eyebrows. Like, so I just fill in my eyebrows and leave the arch, because who could be bothered to get out a glue stick to change the shape of my eyebrows? Not me, I'm sorry. I put a lot of effort into stuff like this. That isn't part of that effort though. I'm so used to listening to music while I do my makeup, or at the moment it's been watching Hell's Kitchen while I do my makeup. I cannot stand the silence in this room right now. This is gonna be a lot of edited out yapping just to fill up the sound of silence. There definitely will be some longer videos in the future because I want to continue with the ranking Genshin Impact characters by region in terms of how good their character design is. I did that first Mondstadt one, and when I first uploaded it, it low-key flopped, and I was very disappointed because I put hours into that video. But it did well in the end, so I am gonna do Sumeru. That will be coming probably in August. Favorite thing to do for eyebrows is put concealer under them to hide all the spots that you drew outside the lines. This is also like low-key a way of contouring them because it stands out. It can manipulate the shape that you drew. So right now I'm trying to make it more of that flat line. I love when I put in a voice that makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, interesting thing about Caitlyn's eyes is they kind of have like this, it's almost like she's got eyeliner running to her inner corner along the top lid. I don't do eyeliner, that's one makeup thing I really do need to up my game on. I have a rough idea of what I want to do. A lot of like kind of sharp lines for her because she's a sharpshooter. Okay, don't yap, just focus. This is the part that's gonna make or break. That's a lie actually, the contour is gonna be that. So I'm just kind of putting down, I kind of like to build up from like the lightest color to the darkest. That's probably just what everyone does, but you know. Once again, I like to put on a voice that makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. So rather than doing like round circle strokes, I'm doing more straight lines. That's the thing, so many makeup things I look at and I'm like, how did this person do that amazing eyeshadow? I wouldn't have that much room around my eyes to do that. Glue sticks, they block their brows. They move them up a few centimeters. I honestly think some people are just shapeshifters. There's cosplay, and then there's defying the laws of science. I think kind of the work that goes into cosplay is part of what makes it exciting. It's also part of what makes it nerve-wracking because every now and then you get a cosplay, you put it on and you go, I don't like it. And that is a truly horrible experience. Like, I don't know what's worse with bought or made cosplays. Probably made cosplays because that takes a lot of time and effort. But like, to give a personal example, I cosplayed Zhongling from Genshin, which anyone who's bought a Genshin cosplay knows what sort of price range buying a Genshin cosplay is. I put it on and just went, I don't like it, she doesn't suit me. Part of it is, I think the costume itself is a little flat, like there's probably a few things I could do to improve the costume itself. Part of it is she's just got such like a round cute face and it just doesn't suit me. And I cut the wig too short because I was trying to match like where it sits on Zhongling, but where it sits on Zhongling does not suit me. Okay, that's kind of like base done. Also, I do highly recommend if you're cosplaying a character in terms of getting reference images because streaming services don't let you take screenshots anymore. So how are we supposed to get our reference images? And Google Images just sucks, in my opinion. Anytime you kind of need to reference a character, even to hear how they speak before you film, just look up the character name and scene pack on YouTube and take screenshots or watch it from there. It's so tempting to add like all the glittery eyeshadow colors, but she does not strike me as a glittery gal. While I do this, I'm gonna distract myself again. Can we talk about how good of a trailer the Arcane Season 2 trailer is? Like, I was scared to watch it because sometimes when you watch a trailer, especially for something that's a TV show, and something that ended on a cliffhanger, they show you way too much. And it's like, alright, well, I guess I know what the first 3 episodes are gonna be like now. But like, the way that they just kind of I'm gonna try and talk about this without giving spoilers for the end of Arcane, but the way they kind of confirmed but didn't confirm certain things, I was like, you're sneaky. It was genuinely just fantastic. And also kind of some people were like, this is gonna be the final season of Arcane, really? And I was like, you know what, I respect that so much. So many shows start out so good, so strong, and then they just keep adding. But the way they were like, yeah, we always knew how we wanted to end this story. It's only going to take 2 seasons to tell it. So this is the final season. And I was like, those are good writers right there. Not that I need to tell you that the writers of Arcane are good writers. The show itself speaks for itself. Okay. Still low-key feels like I'm missing something, but there's a lot of like under eye contour like coming from the nose and that on the design of a lot of Arcane characters, so I feel like once that added it'll fix it. Honestly, shows that aren't afraid, it's the shows that aren't afraid to make their female characters look like ugly are the best. What I mean by that, I don't mean the characters are ugly, I mean like if someone is crying and distressed, they're gonna look a bit gross. When the character's really tired, they're gonna look haggard. Like, so much of like earlier female, both in animation and like real life stuff, the women are always just like, oh, I'm so tired, but they look picture perfect. Shows that are like, will just show women looking like humans. Top notch. Anyway, let's do my contour. Suck it up. Do the contour. Okay, let's plan where this is gonna go. So you kind of need here to hide that, and like right here. Is that right? Oh, sorry, I'm just studying this picture and studying my face. Let's start off with the lighter one first, just in case I mess things up. Okay, I feel like placement is okay. Whew. That is a line of contour right there. When you look at it front on, it's like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. But then you look from the side. Fine. Now I gotta make a match. That's almost even. That's cheekbones established. Alright, let's see if highlighter fixes this. I'm gonna use like this kind of color of highlighter. I feel like that suits it more, it's kind of less harsh. I think I'm gonna carry on with this highlighter color for like the more subtle things, and then use like the sparkly highlighter for like the parts I want sparkly. Believe it or not, I am a writer. Couldn't tell by the way I speak though. Just gonna add the last of the highlighter, and I think it's just lips. Would I say this is a overall success? It does the job. I think I'm gonna use like a peach color lip liner. Probably shouldn't have put foundation on my lips, but we're rolling with it now. I actually feel like lips is what I'm worst at with makeup. No matter what I do, they just look like a clown. I have found that using like a brush to do lipstick I find easier than like putting it on normally. Okay. It's subtle. Where's my highlighter brush? Where did I put it? Where did I put the thing I literally just had? Okay, I feel like that is the best I can do. It's not perfect, but it's the best I can do. I'm hoping that doing the hair will kind of bring it all together. So, plan of attack with hair. Hair is surprisingly got a bit of curl to it today. It also looks very unhealthy, but don't mind that, that's my problem. I also don't have a proper hairbrush on me, so I'm using a plastic comb, and it's, ow! I started talking and doing my hair and didn't realise I wasn't recording. This is where we're at. I'm currently wetting down my hair so that it'll be straight, and I've created the most unnatural part known to man. So all her scenes where she's in her, like, going into the Undercity purple look, her hair is actually back. I'm going for, like, hair down, like when she's in an enforcer uniform. This part does not suit me in the slightest. She does also have this bit that kind of hangs down across her face. I kind of want to replicate that. This kind of needs to be flatter. Yeah, my hair definitely isn't as dark blue as hers is, but with a little bit of lighting and a certain amount of luck, you two can look like me. Knock off Caitlyn from Arcane. The only thing that's throwing it off is like how light my hair is in this part. There is hair there, it's not a bald spot, it's just baby blonde hair that you can't see in comparison to the blue. From a distance looking in like the camera view, it's not that bad, like front on. It's giving the same energy, just not as well. Don't know why I thought wetting my hair would make it some revolutionarily different color, but as a cosplayer, Got to Be Glued is the only hairspray that I own. So we're using like industrial strength hairspray to just kind of spray my hair a bit flatter. Look. It is what it is. Okay, I've decided I want to change the hair after looking at it on this angle. I think I'm gonna do her tied back look just so it hides that my hair really isn't the right color. I should not have used hairspray. Let's see how well this will... Oh, I look like a citizen of Whoville. I'm gonna make something of this and I will show you the finished result. Overall, not a total success, not a total failure. It was something to do with an afternoon. Thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's something a little bit out of the ordinary for me, but any excuse to cosplay Arcane, I'm gonna take it. I think if like you're told that this is a Caitlyn Kiramman closet cosplay, you'd be like, oh yeah, I see. If you were just given this and told what character to guess it was, you probably wouldn't guess her. But thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like to let me know that this is the type of content you enjoy. And I highly recommend subscribing. There's going to be a lot of exciting new content coming up, especially related to SmashCon, World Cosplay Summit, cosplay crafting competitions and performances. Oh my! The best way to support the channel is by watching more of my videos. I have a full playlist here of all of my jigs videos if you want to check that out. Thank you very much for your time, your attention, and your support. I'll see you later. Bye.